What's up?
Hey guys! Happy Gravy Day. It's Past the Gravy, episode number 347. And your best friends are back in your ears or in front of your eyes or most importantly in your hearts. But we're always in your hearts. And I think that's very important.
And you're in ours.
Exactly. What's up, Gravy Gang? I think we got a pretty solid app for you guys today. We're doing. It's weird with the 2-episode week. Do you guys feel like, are y'all lagging?
I'm not going to let you get away with that. You can't just casually drop in when we've got an ep. No. That's not an abbreviation we use.
No, it's ep. It's ep. It's a 2-ep week, and I don't know if people are listening like all the way through on Monday, or do they catch up Tuesday and then Wednesday listen? Like I always wonder if like the first episode throws people off. So I feel like maybe people are listening to this one later, but I don't know. I'm glad you're listening to it at all. We're going to be talking about the return of live sports, sort of.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we kind of made Murder Hornets just bitch out. They're a bunch of fraud-ass bitches. We'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Total frauds.
Oh, total fraud-ass bitches. And then, we'll tell you what Jesus would do and all kinds of other fun stuff. But why don't we get right into it? To start things off, let's get into where you been. You want to do that, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
I think I'll go first since I've done the least out of either one of us, I think.
All right.
So Mother's Day, that was I went to Waller, so I did go visit some family, but we were all outside because they have a big open field, and we were all like good distance apart.
That's good. Socially distant Mother's Day.
Yeah, and like there was food out there, but anytime I would have to touch anything, I had hand sanitizer with me. Would use it before and after.
Now, I know I interrupt all the time, but do you always carry a hand sanitizer on you at all times now? Because I am that way.
I have some in my car. So I guess, yes, anytime I go anywhere, I have some with me.
I got the little like mini bottle that I got in my pocket. Yeah. I always got it on me. Continue, I'm sorry.
I guess I don't have it on me. It's in my car, but essentially,
I know Pat doesn't always have one on him. Pat's he's a filthy animal.
Maybe I should just start carrying Everclear around with me.
Might work.
I think, honestly, that's pretty much it. There's that and work. I guess that's it. I haven't watched anything new yet. No new shows for me. That's it. Mother's Day.
Okay. Dude, have you even watched? You haven't even started the Jordan documentary. You probably wouldn't care, but
I haven't started watching the Jordan documentary.
Do you have any interest in it at all?
No, not really. I really don't. I hear it's good.
Yeah, it's good, but if you don't care about basketball.
Good.
I don't think you'll just be like, I don't give a shit.
So yeah, but you guys have caught up, right?
Yeah, dude, it's stuff.
I watch it immediately.
I usually watch it Tuesdays or Mondays because I don't really stay up late.
Oh God, no! I speed home, and I fucking watch it as soon as I get home on Sundays.
It's pretty good. I thought that the most recent two that we saw, I think 7 and 8. Those were like I thought those were as good as the first two. I thought that there had been like the others had been good, but like those were just as good as the two that like drew you in.
Dude, it did a great job of just like building it right into where like we're going into the last two now, and you're like fuck yeah, let's go.
It'll show. It just showed that like you can be an asshole, and as long as you're good, it doesn't fucking matter.
You got to win.
You just got to win things.
Winners get to do whatever they want.
Exactly.
So that's I guess it'll roll right into mine. I worked Sunday for Mother's Day at the restaurant. As soon as I got home, I got home a little bit after 8, so I had my sister have it on so I could just rewind back to the beginning, watched all that. Other than that, I've just been kind of getting drunk and playing video games like pretty consistently at night. Like that's kind of my nightly routine now. And Monday night, I told you, Alex, I was up till like 6 a.m. because I was playing video games, and all of a sudden I looked up and it was 5:30, and I was like, oh, didn't see that coming. But also, kind of tying into the drunk part of it too. You know, I'm listening to stuff while I'm playing. I bought like 6 albums on Monday night just because I kept like, oh, my phone actually has enough space now.
Oh yeah,
to hold all
that's
these
nice,
on there.
isn't it?
So I bought all 3 of Sturgill Simpson's first 3 albums. I bought a Randy Rogers, like random other songs in there too. Like I probably dropped $60, $70, maybe $80 in one night, just thinking like, oh, I like that guy. Let me buy his album. Oh, also I bought the Blink-182 live album, which they never used to have available online. The
With
Mark
Man
Tom and Travis
Overboard?
show. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That extra song. I actually had bought that on CD a couple months ago because it's never been available online. I don't know when they made it available online, but so now I've got that extra CD because I've got it on my phone. I guess that's just backup in case my Bluetooth on my phone won't connect to my car sometime. I can still have it. But yeah, that's it. That's where I've been.
That's pretty, like our Where You Beens they're getting to be so boring.
It's so repetitive.
Where it's just like, so I watched this and I played this and I
drank a lot
and booze. Yeah, I very similarly to you guys really didn't do too much. I did like Robert. I did a socially distant Mother's Day. This was like the first time I got to see my mom since the whole like pandemic thing happened. Went out to their house and my brother went out too. We got crawfish delivered because I didn't feel like going and like waiting in a line and anything. My brother picked up canes. So like canes and crawfish, pretty solid Mother's Day lunch, I would say. I would rank it up there in like all-time Mother's Day lunches so far in my life. But but we went over there. We sat out in the front yard. We socially distanced from one another. And then we got to hang out with them. That was cool to kind of I had missed my parents. It's like, you know, like when you and I'm sure Pat, you get that, you probably feel that way a lot, where like you don't get to see them, you don't really realize how much you missed them sometimes, and then you're like, damn, I did miss them. That was crazy. Because like I talk to my parents quite often, so like I don't know. But it was good to see my mom on Mother's Day, and that's one of those that like it would suck to like miss. And I know you had to do that, Pat, but yeah, it sucks to like miss Mother's Day with your mom when you could like be with her or whatever. Although like when going out of town, it is tough to travel, like especially while we're trying to be socially distant. Like you can't really go because you've been exposed to everything in Houston. They've been exposed to everything up there, and like it just doesn't.
Well, it's more so too just because my grandparents live there with them, and they're both in their 90s. So like it's just until there's a vaccine, I don't think
sleep in like a tent in the front yard.
Well, I mean, like my grandparents have their own side house, but like they'll still come up to the other house for dinner and stuff, and like just probably until there's a vaccine, I don't really see myself getting up there.
No, that's understandable. That's understandable. Did keep the crawfish streak going though by doing that. Got BB's Cafe out in Katy, so the crawfish streak is at 17 weeks. I told you guys last week, like the end, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I'm gonna be able to make it. This crawfish fatigue is not gonna get me. I got 5 weeks to tie the record, and then your boy is gonna be like, I will have tied Cal Ripken's record, set by myself, the Cal Ripken of crawfish. And
how were the crawfish?
They were pretty good. They're pretty good. Like I said, I think like I've said it a couple of times though, like just when you're getting the to-go crawfish, it, like depending on how long they're in a bag or in a, like ours this time was in one of those metal like to-go catering tins, which was awesome because it's easy to like, you can use it as a disposal thing later. But it's just like sometimes they cook a little bit longer, and it's like I can't hold that against like BB's or whoever's cooked them because it's not their fault if they've been sitting in a tin and I didn't quite get them in time or whatever. Like you never can.
Did you get any of that pineapple sausage?
I did not.
That's where I was when I got it. At the one Katy.
Oh, well, I mean, I knew that we were gonna eat so much other stuff, so I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna get the.
Good point.
I'm just gonna get the crawfish with that. But like, let me see what I ranked it. I have been keeping up to date. Like nobody has been better than a 7-1. I am a tough grader on crawfish. I think 9 was like 9.1 was the highest that anybody's gotten. That was LA Fisherman. That was the one that won it the first time we did the crawfish streak. But Like 7-1 is the only one right now, and that was like early in the season too, before everything kind of got shut down. Like that's what pissed me off. Like we'd be like right in the prime of crawfish season. Like I guess it's kind of right, like it winding down now, but like last month would have been like the prime of crawfish season, and we were able to get some crawfish, but it just wasn't the same. I think I rated Katie's BB. It's 7th on my list at a 6.1. Not bad, not bad. Like I said, I'm a tough grader. So, all right. But yeah, crawfish streaks at 17 weeks. Then I did a little bit of Twitch streaming. I've been playing some. I've been trying to like spice it up on Twitch and find out like what people are interested in watching. Last night I actually twitched with David Ruiz again. Shout out to David Ruiz again. It's the second time I've gone to hang out with him while I was twitching, and we were playing some Grand Theft Auto. That's what are you just laughing at me saying while I was twitching?
Yeah.
It's funny to say that. I don't know why. Like, why wouldn't I say that? But yeah, that was cool. Grand Theft Auto is probably like I play that the most anyways lately, so that would probably be what I'm going to end up twitching the most. Although we did talk about we're trying and do some twitching this weekend, but NBA Jam, the throwback NBA Jam, I did get Tecmo Bowl, and just I fucking suck at Tecmo Bowl, dude. I'm used to like Madden controls or whatever, and it's not at all those controls, so I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I was getting mad. I rage quit on the stream at one point and deleted it because I was really mad and embarrassed by it. But then I put up a clip of me freaking out on our Instagram. So if you want to go check that out, that was over the weekend. But I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I might be I did pre-order. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll get to this later.
We'll get
Sorry,
to it. I know where you're going. I know.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Sorry,
yeah, like, we're trying to just that. Like Pat plays Modern Warfare and Madden, and those are like perfect games to Twitch stream
Except
on.
I'm trash at Madden.
And I'm just not good at either of those, so it's not fun to watch me do that. But Grand Theft Auto I feel like can be fun. Tecmo Bowl was fun for a little bit. I did win one game on it when I was streaming, so that was convenient. But I was really drunk and I was mad, and I don't think Emma's a fan of me doing that. But we're gonna get NBA Jam, I think. So we'll bring back some NBA Jam if I can use the backwards compatible thing and download that. That'd be pretty.
And
nice.
Hopefully we can play each other online on it. I don't have high hopes for that.
I hope so, though. That would be awesome.
I don't have high hopes, but that would be electric.
That would be like there's our Saturday. Like that's Saturday right there. Just okay, cool, done. But yeah, just play. Like I've been playing a lot of Xbox, which also shows I've not really been doing anything else. And then yeah, that's
neglecting Emma.
Well, Emma's been hanging out. Emma will play like The Sims while I'm doing that. But then, yeah, got drunk and watched UFC 249 with you and some other Gravy Gang on Saturday. I guess we'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, that was tight. We did a little live stream with the Gravy Gang. Shout out to Brett Brandon and Todd Voss for hopping on the stream with us and everybody else that was watching. That was a lot of fun though, and it was just cool that we were doing that. I did lose a lot of money. Not really a lot. I lost like a couple $100 gambling on it, but I was just gambling every fight at one point because I was so excited to have live sports back. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. Although those streams, man, I feel like until everything goes back to normal, whenever there's a big event like that, we should definitely do a live stream on the Past Gravy Facebook where we can have some of you guys join us. And like I thought it was funny because we thought that Brett was watching the fights the whole time with us because he was sort of reacting, but not as into it as us. And he's like, "Oh, I don't even have him on. I don't even watch it. I didn't get him." But, like, I just wanted to hang out and drink with you guys. And I was like,
"Yeah, he threw that in like late in the fight."
That was fine though, because he was contributing to the conversation. He was a lot of fun, so that was cool. But hopefully, we get to do more of those. Like, it's always fun to kind of hang out at the Gravy Gang, and since we can't really like go to bars right now or do any events, like we were supposed to have karaoke night again this year. We were supposed to have office trivia night, and just all that's being taken from us right now because of fucking coronavirus. So fuck you, Corona. If you're out there listening, if you're listening, stop listening to my podcast, coronavirus. I don't want your kind of people listening to my podcast. Your kind of diseases listening to my podcast. All right. I guess that's pretty much where I've been. That is where I've been. But before we get into our comeback kids segment, let me guys tell you about the best beer in the entire world. I'm sipping on one right now. Pat's sipping on one right now. He's got the Subatomico Juicy IPA. I have the Blue Bombshell Blonde Ale. It is an election year, and your vote matters now more than ever. So go to bombshell2020.com and decide whether or not you want the red can or the blue can. I have been switching back and forth. And every time I'm holding one in my hand, that's the one that I want to go with. And right now I'm holding a blue in my hand, so I want it to be the blue one. And I'm going blue bombies with this one this week. That's my vote. I vote every single week. Just FYI, I'm voting every single week. But I'm going blue this week. I've definitely canceled out my votes more than once. But Bombshell Blonde, one of my favorites. I like the Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. That is my favorite. They have the Echo and Conroe. The Barley Coherent is out right now. Our boy Todd Voss was drinking that on our UFC live stream. And then did you see Todd told us, I think I told you guys a little bit last week, but Todd got some of the Sunday brunch. He got some of the limited canned ones.
I want it so bad.
From the brewery. And I was very jealous watching him drink that on the stream while we were drinking not Sunday brunch, and I was a little upset by it. But that's cool. So you can get the Sunday brunch. That's what right up there with Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. It's just never been canned before until recently. So Sunday brunch, you can go up there, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe if you want to go get some beer to go. Because I know that we're easing some restrictions, but times are still tough right now, and it's very important to support your local businesses. So like when you see those the big name beers going out there, that's not Southern Star's not a big name beer, but those chain beers. I'm not going to give them free ads, but just you want to go stick to the local stuff. The Southern Star Brewing Company. They got beer to go hours, noon to 6 p.m. on Thursdays, and on Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 7 p.m. And then Sundays again, it's noon to 6 p.m. So it's Thursdays, noon to 6, Fridays at noon to 7, Saturdays, noon to 7, and Sundays, noon to 6 p.m. And then they've got the outdoor bar open during the Friday and Saturday hours. So from noon to 7, both of those days you can go out there, and just they're keeping social distancing. They got a big outdoor bar, and one at a time going up to the bar. They're giving you just there's no reusable cups, just the one-time use plastic cups. You throw them away, you get a new cup. They're being very safe, very sanitary. Southern Star Brewing Company kind of makes you feel a little bit normal getting to walk up to a bar and order a beer. Like if you want a little sense of normalcy without getting too crazy, go on up there, check out the outdoor bar while you're picking up some to-go beer. Have a beer, feel like a normal person, head on back, and then practice your social distancing. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world. If you're drinking a Southern Star, tag them. Let us know. They're at Southern Star BC on Twitter, and Southern Star Brewing Co. on Instagram, and then tag us with them at Pass the Gravy Pod. Well, I'll get it right one of these days. I don't know why I can't say it right now. At Pass the Gravy Pod, at Southern Star BC, and at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Instagram and Twitter. Tag us. Let us know you're enjoying a product that sponsors the show. The people that support us, supporting the people that support us. Really, you guys support us. Southern Star supports us. We all support one another. Let us know you guys are supporting everybody, and the Gravy Gang is all in this together. We'll retweet you. We'll give you a shout out. I was saying Todd Voss is who I wrote down to give a shout out to this week. And then Tessa Goriance was drinking some Southern Star and was tagging us in that as well. So shout out to the two of you guys. Appreciate you. And then don't forget to tag us if you're doing that. Southern Star Brewing Company, though, the best beer in the entire world, the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast. Let's get to the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Our first comeback kid this week has to be live sports, right? It's got to be live sports. Just because we were talking about it. So, that's awesome. How awesome was it to have UFC back? We were just like,
it was so good, man.
We didn't want to get too much into the fights, but like, shit, dude. Like, even if you're not a huge UFC guy, like Todd was saying,
just competition, competition, man.
Just something live. Honestly, for me, borderline degenerate gambler, like just something to bet on. That was awesome.
I think you can remove the borderline.
I mean, at one point I was up and I was flying high. I was flying very high.
That's how it goes.
But it was worth it. It's like that chase. It was just, I missed that chase. And like, even though I didn't come out on top, that's like one loss in a long, long time. Because I hadn't taken a loss in forever. So it's like sometimes you just need that loss to rebound you. And I was like,
that's
okay,
true.
It's been a couple months now. Like, I have my little gambling notebook. When was the last day before Saturday? It was 3/11. March 11th was the last time I had bet on sports. And I got to do it again, and I'm really shocked that you're not constantly betting on Korean baseball. I'm a little bit there, like as a degenerate gambler, I guess. I'm not quite all the way there, just because if I don't 100% know it or have like a little bit of stuff, or I'm not watching it, I'm bad about if I'm just watching something. I tend to just gamble on it just because I can. Like I gambled on I gambled like $400 on the finale of Survivor tonight, just because I could, just because I'm
Wait,
gonna
it's
be
the
watching.
finale?
Yeah, it's the season finale, and so it's like to
I
pick
didn't
the
even know
winner.
what was going on.
Yeah, well, it's all winners. All winners have returned, so the winner has already been a winner. So it'll be for the second person to ever win it twice, which will be
It'll be
cool.
the double champ.
But there's already been a double champ, but she played in this season and got knocked out. So there'll be 2 double champs now.
Yeah, and they don't have to apologize for anything.
For fucking nothing. But yeah, like I'm betting. Like if I watch something, it's particularly any sporting event. Like if I go to a game, if I go to a Rockets game, I'm throwing money on it. I don't care how. I'm throwing some money on it just because it's always fun to do that. And like watching the fights, it was nice to put a little bit of money on it. But just like, can we talk about the Francis Ngannou fight? That was the third.
Oh my God!
Like the third to last fight. Not even the co-main event, but like my goodness, that was an awesome knockout. In 20 seconds, just murdered the guy.
That's what you're looking for.
We witnessed a
heavyweight
murder.
fight. Like heavyweight fights, you really like. You never feel robbed if it doesn't get out of the first round.
Yeah, because
like,
somebody's gonna get like killed.
Oh man, that ended so quick. Blah, blah, blah. No, heavyweight fights, you want to see brutal viciousness on a scale that like your body can't even comprehend, and that's exactly what we saw.
I need to go
Ngannou just came out there
find
and
a clip of that.
Massive bombs. What?
I need to try and see if I can find a clip of that from our Facebook stream, and then I'll replay it because that was pretty funny. Because we all lost our shit. I think even Brett, who wasn't watching, probably lost.
Just seeing someone just demolish somebody like that with just absolute thunderbolt bombs. Oh, it was so good to see again, man. It makes you feel alive. You're like, fuck, dude, we're almost back. We're almost back to normalcy. We're getting there.
It's like, do you pick that as like your favorite fight of the night? Can you pick a fight that was over in 20 seconds as your favorite fight of the night? Because like the other two weren't bad.
I thought the other two were good fights.
You got mad at me.
It was a great fight.
There was the Dominic Cruz stoppage that you said, oh, Alex is just trolling, saying that it was deserving to be stopped. And then Joe Rogan was like, yeah, that should have been stopped. And I was like, I'm probably going to take Joe Rogan's opinion on it.
No, I don't remember Joe Rogan saying that.
He did say it, and then he said it again afterwards in an interview.
I'm just saying I don't remember saying that because I couldn't have the sound on. And, by that point.
Well, I watched it
pretty
backwards,
drunk.
So I watched it back later. So yeah.
But no, he was in the process of standing up when they called it. Like I get why they did. I thought it was a bad
13
decision.
times without defending it.
I mean, but if you get hit 13 times by butterflies, it still counts as a hit, but it's not.
Still somehow throw up a defense a little bit. I understand what referees are trained for. Although I did see the next day he called it. He said the referee smelled like cigarettes and booze. And then to that I responded, well, yeah, he was in Jacksonville, Florida.
What the fuck else are you gonna do in Jacksonville?
Like that's what everybody smells like there, right?
I mean, now that their football team's back to being garbage, like there's no hope in that town. Is Jacksonville the most Florida city?
I don't know, man.
Like when I say that, I'm talking about like stereotyping Florida, like just crazy people. Like Miami is Miami, like that's.
Miami's definitely not the most Florida, yeah.
But like Jacksonville, like Tallahassee doesn't feel like it is the most when it's a college town and everything. I think it's like Jacksonville, man.
I don't know. It's got to be like another. It can't. Like Tampa Bay seems like it would be.
No, because like Tampa Bay, like they're known for strippers, but like
that's pretty Florida-y.
That's pretty Florida-y, but like I feel like if you're gonna be the most Florida town, you got to be known for like Florida shit. Like, where do the most Florida man stories come out of? I feel like it's gonna be Jackson.
The most Florida-y city.
Like I think if John Gruden was gonna live in Florida, I think Jacksonville would be his town. He's just gonna hang out at
Hooters.
Be
Tampa Bay. That's literally where he lived in Florida before.
No, because of his job. If you got to choose, I think he's a Jacksonville guy. I think he's just gonna hang out at Hooters, get drunk, and I think John Gruden would start fights at Hooters.
My uncle lived in Jacksonville for a while. But he was not in it. He was not
You're
in
gonna have
the
to ask him.
stereotypes, though.
You're gonna have to ask him. He could. Well, it'll probably end up being some like city that we're not thinking of, but like a South Florida.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's not going to be one of the major ones. It's going to be like
a
I don't know.
mid-major.
It's Jort, Florida.
It'll be like Xavier of Florida, like a mid-major city,
Yeah.
not one of the.
It's like it'd be like it's on the outskirts of like one of the major ones. So it's just like, well, that's where those
like 45 minutes to an hour away, where it's close enough to all the action, but it's got its
Yeah.
own populace, and that's
it's right
where all
on.
the
It's
people
right
do
by a
meth
beach
and-
still. Not that anything in Florida is not really right by a beach, but yeah. So yeah, that was tight to just like watch live sports again, and I don't know, it made me very happy. Then I had another. I guess just let me skip to another one that we already did on or we haven't done yet. But it's soccer is a comeback kid because the Bundesliga is back this week.
Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
By the way, yeah, best name of any soccer.
Well, that's
league
just because
in the
it's
world.
like in their language, I believe, and we're saying it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
speaking
it's
German.
the coolest sounding one. Like
Doesn't it
Serie
mean,
A
like German
and all that
soccer
shit. And then
League
there's,
One?
who fucking knows? It's Bundesliga. That's fucking
To us,
awesome.
it is, but to them, it's probably just like German soccer league. It's like National
Probably.
Football League to them.
I don't care. Bundesliga is great.
So that's back this week. It returns, and I mean, we are America's West Ham podcast. There's no denying that we're blowing bubbles through and through since we decided that was our soccer team and that we were big soccer guys. And I mean, I'm part of the Bayou Ironworks soccer group. I just feel like to hold us over and like, just to help us get through that lack of sports, do we need to adopt a Bundesliga team?
I think we should.
I feel like we should too. Bobby Jokes, are you in? Now you got to get like Bobby Jokes. He wasn't going to get into EPL soccer, but he's really going to get into soccer where we're not going to understand the announcers.
I guess you didn't watch because they had games in Spanish too. You didn't watch you watched some of those, didn't you?
I watched because some of the Champions League games, like the Spanish channel would have a different game on than the one English non-pay channel. So like I would be like, okay, well I'd rather watch this one over this game, but the only way I can watch it is in Spanish. So it's soccer. I'll just not like pay attention to what's being said.
Yeah, it seems kind of like you do the same thing here with the German league.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
it'll just be
fun.
weird. It'll just be weird. It was nice, like in the English Premier League, where you kind of learn a little bit more. But who cares? Like they're our adoptive team, right? So I wrote down a couple of team names in case you guys were down for a Bundesliga team. First off, just like because we're America, our Red Bull Leipzig, RB Leipzig, they're pretty tight, and their story is pretty cool too because they were like bought by Red Bull, but Red Bull had to get like a footballing license, so they bought like a way lower down division team and then just put a shit ton of money in it and then helped them like just get the best players and just smoke that competition until they got promoted to the highest league. And now they're like, I think like upper quarter of the league. So we're like we're not Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Bayern Munich, nobody likes that. And whoever Christian Pulisic was on.
That's what I was gonna say. I obviously we can't take Bayern. They're the top one, and this was also another top one in there. I used to play with them on FIFA back in the day because they had like two players I liked. Borussia Dortmund, the black and yellow. They've got sick unis.
Right. They do have okay uniforms, but like RB Leipzig, so it doesn't stand for Red Bull. It stands for like football club or something like that. Like they had to just buy the closest name that they could to Red Bull, but it's in Leipzig. So like they obviously are the Red Bulls. Their logo is the Red Bull company
I'm
logo.
looking at it right now.
Wasn't part of the reason for picking West Ham was because it wasn't like that good?
Right,
yeah,
but they're not the best team. They're not the best team.
If this is going to be short term, then like
we can't pick shitty. And we didn't know West Ham's record at all. I actually have already looked at like some of these.
Yeah, right away we're going to take Bayern Munich out of there though, just because like
we're not bandwagoners, bro.
With no knowledge of their league, I assume they're at the top.
They
I
are.
feel like they
are.
That's why I like Borussia Dortmund. I feel like they're really good too, but they're not the top team.
But that's like the Red Sox or the Yankees when whoever is not good. It's like they're still that team, so fuck them.
Yeah, but like that's kind of why, because I want a shot to celebrate and win.
Okay, well I had Red Bull Leipzig, RB Leipzig, and then Köln. I think it's just Cologne, FC Cologne or FC Köln because
the one with the goat.
solely because their mascot is the Billy Goats. So like we'd be the
That's
FC
pretty
Köln
dope.
Billy Goats, and it's like it's a hard name to beat. It's a
Oh, man.
hard name to beat.
Hertha BSC looks like an elementary school's logo. Like that. How is that a pro sports team's logo? It's just a flag where the top of it is blue, the bottom is yellow, and it says Hertha BSC.
Oh, and Hertha BMC. Hold on, I have all the
It looks terrible.
I have all the names for the
Hold on, Bayer 04
Hertha Berlin's team name. They're the old lady. Die Alt Dame. The old lady. Like,
Hold on, okay,
that's
so
not our team.
Look at this Bayer 04 Leverkusen. That looks like, or I guess it's Bayer.
Leverkusen.
Their logo is what's the Bayer's, right? The pill they tell you to take for like heart health.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's this team's logo. Are they owned by that drug company? That's wild.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up now.
So
Shit.
far, I'm Team Billy Goats.
I'm Team Billy Goats a little bit too, dude. I don't think they are that, dude. That's not at all what that looks
But I mean,
like.
but if you look at their logo, it looks exactly like that pill.
It's just because it's a circle.
With Bayer, now it's like I can't.
The
remember
pill
the name
doesn't
of
have
that pill.
lions surrounding it. Guys, just
No,
go
but the-
look up Bayer Leverkusen. But no, dude, fuck them. Fuck them.
No, I wasn't saying to pick them. I was just saying it's
Their
wild.
team is the working 11 though. So like shout out to the working class.
They're owned by a union.
They have 0 league titles. That is kind of like our team, West Ham. They have 0 league titles.
Borussia Dortmund. I feel like I'm leaning Billy Goats right now too, but I still want to go.
Or
Borussia
do we
Dortmund.
go Red Bull Leipzig? Just like that Americana taste.
I'm Team Billy Goats.
Team Billy Goats? We're going FC Köln?
I kind of want like a super German name though too with that. So like that one.
Köln?
Of course you do.
Cole,
Yeah, you
no, but I'm
would.
talking
You know who
like I
else
want
would
it
have
to be
wanted
like
that?
The final
Schweinsteiger.
solution.
Hmm.
Remember final solution?
Yeah. Hard to
What
deny
about-
that now after he said that, Robert.
Oh, okay. Just because this is the most German sounding name ever. What about Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Yeah, I don't want it. If I can't like pronounce it perfectly, I don't
Come
want that
on,
to be my
that's
team.
fucking hilarious.
Dude, Köln, Koln, super easy to spell. Like it's 4 letters. Their mascot's the Billy Goats. Like we're the Köln Billy Goats, bro.
All right, I'm down.
Cologne, I
down.
believe in English.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
And Cologne, everybody can say Cologne. It smells nice. The smell
It's
nice Billy
Cologne
Goats.
though. It's not Cologne.
Well, I think Cologne translates to Cologne in.
Okay, that might be what it translates to, but
We're Americanized. We call it soccer. It's football over there, or foofsball. I think is probably what they would call it.
yeah, they've got that weird B symbol in there.
Dude, I'm Team Cole, man.
Yeah, I already agreed. Like,
You looked their logo up though, right? Like it's got a
Yeah,
fucking
I've been
badass Billy Goat
staring
rolling
at-
a ball.
I've been staring at all the logos this whole time.
And
I
if
just
you look
Googled.
on a quick Google search, there's like a goat that looks like it's fucking up some dude that ran on the field. That's kind of tight. That's kind of tight. I'm in on that.
All right, now look up where are they in the standings? Probably fucking last.
They can't be last. But they're like right in the middle. I think they're right in the middle.
In German, their nickname, the Billy Goats, is Die Gaveblock.
That's awesome. That sounds awesome. That sounds German.
I mean, I'm sure I did not pronounce that correctly.
No, dude, you were probably spot on.
I'll have to ask the German woman at work how that's pronounced.
Are you looking up the standings?
I thought you were looking up the
Oh,
standings.
I
I'm
thought
just
you were
fucking
looking
around.
them up.
No,
Okay,
I'm just trying to
pretty sure
pronounce
they're like
German
right in the
words.
middle. I'm pretty sure they're right in the middle. I'm not going to look them up. You guys can do that from home. We're not going to waste too much of your time doing that because I don't know how many of you really care about that. But yeah, that's we're going to pick a that's our fucking German team. I don't know when they play. We'll post about
man.
it, but we're definitely going to support during it.
We've already picked our team. They're in 10th. If we had gone with Red Bull, they're in 3rd place right now.
Fuck, I
Shit.
told you guys Red Bull was a great idea. Can we
Fuck
switch?
it.
We can swap.
Let's switch. We're Red Bull. We're
We
Red
go
Bull all
Team
day.
Red Bull?
Yeah, because it's Leipzig. I mean, come on. That's so much more
Leipzig.
German.
Yeah, we're Team Red Bull.
I don't
Robert,
know.
cut all that. Cut all
Going
that.
to a top 3 team just seems a little bandwagon to me.
No,
Yes,
it's
but
not really bandwagon.
dude, we're picking up on a fucking league that might not even finish once they start. We're like, fuck it, dude. We're just going for it. We're going for the dub.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think it's bandwagon-y. I
No.
don't think it's
But
bandwagon.
also, here's the thing. The top 3 in points are Bayern at 55, Dortmund 51, Leipzig at 50, and Cologne was all the way down at 32. So, like, we had no fucking chance if we had stuck with them. We want to at least make this interesting.
All right, we're gonna also root for the Billy Goats, and we're Team Red Bull, but like Billy Goats are our second team because there's nothing else going on, so we're gonna have time, right?
Yeah.
And if we don't, then like we'll just check in on it like every week until like our team plays again. Okay. Although I don't know what's happening with the English Premier League, man. Like, if they just were to like, I think they should just. I don't think they'll do it, but I think they should just end the season the way it is now because we weren't getting relegated at that point. If they just go with the standings right then,
100% agree.
Relegation zone, like what? Let's not risk it over there in the UK. Let's save it up for American football. That's where we need to be playing. Why don't we save the UK? You guys rest up, get ready to go. West Ham, we can make a run at it next year. Don't make us like play and then like risk fucking it up and then getting sent down because then we might.
No, they should. If they're going to come back, they should just start the playoffs.
They don't play playoffs.
Oh, that's right. Fucking soccer, man.
I don't have playoffs there, buddy.
Yeah, end the season. It's over.
Yep. West Ham remains in the Premier League and does not get relegated.
Still so wild to me. How do you not have playoffs in a fucking sport?
I don't know.
Let's move on, though. I'm done.
Okay. Here's a comeback kid that I just wanted to – coffee. Coffee's a comeback kid because I've been drinking coffee every morning lately, and I got to tell you, I get it. Not a big coffee guy historically. I was more of like a tea guy. I would drink coffee here and there, like when I needed a little boost in energy sometimes, but never like first thing in the morning. And I've been doing it in the Keurig, just making a little bit. And man, it is a game changer. Like,
do you go for the small cup, medium cup, or large cup?
It's just one of those like to-go cups that like one of those.
No, but like your Keurig, does it have the 3 settings to where how big the coffee is that's coming out?
No, you just pour the water in it, and it kind of pours the exact same amount of water that you did.
Mine has settings.
Oh, no, I just fill up whatever cup it is, pour it in there, and then it pours that amount of liquid back out.
I guess you're just not balling like me.
I'm not, but I also was not a coffee drinker, so.
I'm also not either. It's my sister's. Every so often I'll have a cup, but like,
dude, it makes sense, man. I just don't ever want to be like one of those people that drinks. Because at work, I see people all the time that are just like, they'll have like 5-6 cups of coffee. Like, shit, dude, that's a lot of coffee. I don't know. I guess that's how people
deal with having kids and not being able to sleep like as much as they want. That must be it.
Yeah, and I don't sleep a lot, so that really helps. Like, I guess keep me up. So that's probably why I love it. So I'm starting to develop a huge caffeine addiction, maybe. We're going to look back at this like that.
There you go. Why not, dude? It's quarantine. Add another addiction.
Yeah, just one more thing. If it wasn't gambling, it'll be caffeine now.
That's what it is. The gambling's gone, so you got to fill that void.
I don't want, like, caffeine headaches. I don't want to be that guy. But, yeah, coffee's back. I get it. So, like, that's tight. That's kind of tight. Then our next comeback kid, Tony Hawk, bro. Tony Hawk is back. Tony Hawk,
I'm so pumped up.
Back, dude.
So in September, I believe it's September 4th, they're releasing it. It is a remaster of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Now, this is what I interrupted Alex for earlier. I already pre-ordered it right before we started this. It says I have access to the Warehouse demo. Those of you that played, you remember Warehouse was the first level. I think that means I'm going to get to play it. So if that's true, I'm going to stream me playing that later tonight.
Just like one demo level over and over and over.
But who cares? It's amazing.
Over.
It's Warehouse.
Everyone knows it's Warehouse. Awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah. One of the greatest video game franchises of all time.
Countless hours I wasted as a youth. Robert, that was way before your time, huh? You never were a Tony Hawk Pro Skater guy.
No,
I thought Tony Hawk was a hawk, didn't you?
I thought he was a tiger. I thought that was Tony the Tiger's like full name.
It's just ironic that he's Hawk.
Tony the Tiger Hawk. Mm-hmm. Like that.
Even the third one was really good. Once they started adding like driving into it in the games, I stopped playing Tony Hawk. But man, those games were electric.
Yeah, dude. That was like every time you'd have like sleepovers at friends and stuff, that was like all you'd play. You'd do that. And then I remember like the cheat codes. I tried to we tried to duct tape one of the joysticks down to try and see if we could like get to 999999999 on the score thing. and we duct taped it
Yeah,
down.
putting on low gravity and shit like that.
Yeah, where like you wouldn't fall, like it was perfect grinds or whatever, like perfect balance. Like we would do all that stuff. But that was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater coming back. To those of you that get it, you get it. The rest of you are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I guess we got to move on from that. But like, holy shit, I can't wait till Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Great soundtracks on both games too.
Yeah.
All-time
great
soundtracks.
Very ska-y. Ska also back
Yeah.
this week because of that. Then we got Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller's back. I mean, he died, but he's back because he's dead, and we're talking about him. And really, like, one of the like honestly, I'm gonna hand up. I thought he was dead already. Did not know he was still alive. I almost felt like I remembered like there being announcements of him dying, but like I guess I was wrong. Maybe it was Ben Stiller's mom, and that was what I got it confused with. Is his mom dead?
I don't know.
But I know they were both like in showbiz together, like the mom and the dad, and then Ben as well. But Jerry Stiller, just like what is back is just that we get to remember how funny he was in everything that he was ever in. Really.
Yeah, I watched
Seinfeld.
a lot more King of Queens than Seinfeld.
I was a big King of Queens guy too. Every day after I'd come home from
I've been
school,
catching
it
it a lot
on.
lately too. It's been on. Like they started running it a lot again, and
Very
like,
underrated show.
God damn, like he was the king of like starting right here and then bringing it up here for a statement, just like going into his scream in the middle of a sentence. Man, Jerry was the fucking king of that.
Robert, before like the pandemic broke out, I feel like you guys had King of Queens on sometimes in The Office, and y'all's The Office.
Yeah, I was a big fan of King of Queens when I was younger. When it was on, what was it, UPN?
Yeah,
yeah,
when it was on UPN. I used to watch it all the time.
Super underrated. I remember it was like TBS used to, when I would get home from school, it was like CSI Miami for 2 episodes, which is where I got my my terrible jokes to do with that sound effect. And then I want to say it was King of Queens and then Friends or vice versa. But it was like, that was a great little lineup. And then like Seinfeld and Everybody Loves Raymond, I want to say, with the rest. It was like, that was like just what I would just keep it on TBS when I'd get home from school in high school. And that was badass. But like Doug Heffernan was awesome. That's why, like, I was telling Rod on the morning show the other day, I was like, I don't care what you say about Paul Blart Mall Cop. I've never seen it. Like, you can make fun of Kevin James all you want. I feel like a lot of people think that like ruined him, but like Kevin James is always going to be Doug Heffernan to me. You're never going to be able to like tarnish who Kevin James is to me after that.
That reminds me of something of where I've been. I've been watching Kevin James on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. He's the sound guy. So he puts himself into a bunch of movies as the sound guy, and like they're really well done because like he gets the lighting set up perfectly.
It's like real movies.
Yeah, like he was he put himself in A Star Is Born, and he was singing Lady Gaga's part. He put himself into I Am Legend. Oh, you've never seen it, Alex? Have you seen it, Pat? I Am Legend.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Will Smith.
Yeah. So you remember that scene where Fred the mannequin is outside of where it's supposed to be, and so Will Smith's all like, "What are you doing out here, Fred?" Kevin James, he made himself the mannequin, and so he made it seem like Will Smith was yelling at the sound guy, and Kevin James was like, "I'm the sound guy. I'm supposed to be here." Really good, really funny stuff. Really funny stuff. You should check him out on YouTube.
Yeah, Kevin James is awesome. Kevin James is an awesome guy. If you don't judge him by Paul Blart, because he is a lot funnier than that. And I guess Grown Ups too. Grown Ups was pretty funny though. That was a pretty funny movie.
People shit on Grown Ups. I don't know why.
It was like a family friendly movie sorta, but it was like, I mean, it was cheesy, but it was.
I've never watched it start to finish, but every time I've watched it, I've really liked it. No, like I've seen the whole thing in like.
Not good enough for me to finish, but.
No, it's because I always catch it on TV, and I'll just sit down and I start watching it every time because I fucking laugh my ass off.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Don't hate on Kevin James, but like Doug Heffernan and King of Queens, like Arthur Spooner. I want to say I like Arthur Spooner more as Carrie's dad on King of Queens than I did as George Costanza's dad in Seinfeld. Even though he's known more for Jerry's dad in Seinfeld. I got a lot of problems with you people.
I watched a lot more of him on King of Queens, but I feel like he was a very similar character in both.
It pretty much was. He was just more. I would say the difference is he was more just crotchety angry at everything, cheap about everything. And not that he was, I guess he was more angry about things first in Seinfeld, where he was just louder and angrier. And he would always like kind of hatch ideas in King of Queens. It's like, no, like him and Patton Oswalt always were having some scheme going where like they had some
Douglas,
like,
I need $400.
Oh, I don't need you to ask for this. I just need the $400.
I need it
right now.
Like that's what it was. That's what it was. It was always him hitting up Doug for money.
And then like sort of like backstabbing him somehow in some way by getting a better deal. And like, I don't know. It was a great cast of characters. And like, that was like the funniest. I don't know. I like Patton Oswalt, but just like, I always sort of just look at him as the same dude from that show.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jerry Stiller, sad that he's dead, but at least like we all got to remember like how funny he was. Maury Ballstein from Zoolander, like holy shit. My prostate's the size of a cantaloupe.
Come on, just give me a little pee-pee. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was just yelling in everything he said, but it was always funny.
Oh.
Yeah, our R.I.P. in peace to Jerry Stiller. Then our final comeback kid is the Rams, the L.A. Rams. I feel like we've talked about them a lot this offseason. And it was like, I feel like somebody tweeted out that I can't remember who it was, but they're like, I feel like it's been like, we've seen 3 Rams unveilings of uniforms already this quarantine. I was like, I don't think it's been unveilings of uniforms. I feel like it was the logo that everybody hated.
Yeah.
And then it was the Chargers had awesome jerseys, even though their logo's
they
just
took the jerseys that the Chargers left behind.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Rams jerseys are not terrible.
I think they look good. I'm just saying these are the other jerseys that the Chargers were wearing before. The Chargers were wearing and now that the Chargers are fully into baby blue, sky blue, whatever you want to call it, the Rams are just like, all right, well, we'll take those. That's what it is. These are the Chargers last
blue, but it's not navy like the Chargers ones used to be, I don't feel like.
No, not the LT ones, the more recent ones that Chargers have worn. Like the Color Rush, Chargers went with that, like, I want to say, like, it's a very similar blue to what the Rams are using now. I think they look cool. I don't think they're bad.
I don't know. What I think is, like, given the logo we got, like, it was going to be modern. And I feel like they had to go somehow modern with that fucking stupid logo that they had that looks like it's like a skull. Even though it's not a skull, it's just a ram head that, like, looks like it's a dead ram head. Like, that's, like, if you're the Rams, would you, like, you're not the Ram Hunters, you're the Rams. An actual ram. Doesn't look like it's dead. And then the LA thing, the horn looks stupid, but they did change the horn on the helmet to kind of incorporate the new logo. The letters look like they're like, it looks like a creative team kind of jersey. I wish they would have gone like, because they had gone back to the white helmet or the navy helmet and the white ram horns, and I wish they would have just gone back to the all blue and white Rams look. I thought that cool.
I actually really like how their helmets look. I think it looks really good like that.
I think the horn looks weird with that like extra like stripe it added to it.
I don't know. I think it just looks cool and modern. I like it.
And then I really hate that it says Los Angeles Rams in just like font on the top boob of the jersey. Like I think that looks stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's their logo. I still think looks ridiculous. That LA with the Rams swoop, it's dumb. But I think these helmets look really good. I'm fully in on these. I think they're really cool.
I disagree. I don't think that they're as bad as people are saying, but it's just like, and like I said, I agree. If they had that logo, it was going to have to look somewhat modern. It's just like that's the new LA thing. They're going to have the new modern stadium. That's what they're going for. That's what the Chargers are going for. Just embrace it. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I don't think any of the jerseys this year, like who else came out with jerseys? Somebody came out with jerseys that were terrible, didn't they? Was the Falcons everybody was shitting on? I didn't think the Falcons were that bad.
I thought the Falcons were tight. Like, it looks like the Mean Machine. I think that's awesome. The Patriots one I just thought were very bland. Like, I thought they were kind of a step back uniform-wise. Tampa's are okay, and then the Chargers are amazing.
Tampa's was the ones I didn't really like that much just because I wanted the creamsicle.
I just love that in the comment section, whenever somebody releases jerseys, there's always going to be the one guy that posts the gif of the thumbs down guy.
Oh, the baseball guy? Yeah, from the Yankees game.
Yeah, I think he's a Mets fan.
Well, but yeah, it was a Yankees-Mets game. And then the Yankees started doing the thumbs down because of him. But yeah, the Rams jerseys are back, and LA's found a good way to keep themselves in the spotlight. And then just speaking of like football teams and like new stuff with football, did you see the Raiders stadium finish? Like the Death Star, it looks like a Roomba.
The Roomba?
Yeah, it looks like a Roomba. The Roombas
Like,
are back.
How do you miss that?
Like it looks so badass. Like I guess
it looks
like,
amazing.
You're in a desert, so you might as well have like a roof on top of it, but like still.
Yeah, it looks fucking amazing.
It would be tight if it was like a Roomba though, and it could just move around. Like you know how in Arizona they have the field that you can like remove and it can go out. So
and Vegas is like, oh, we're gonna one up that.
Oh, watch this! You want to see us go down the fucking strip as we're playing a game on Monday Night Football? Watch this, bitches.
Your field moves, our stadium does. Welcome to the fucking show.
That would be tight. And then in the event of like a global pandemic, you could just crowd people into one place and then be like, just isolate. I guess no, that'd be a terrible idea to crowd them into one place. I was gonna say you like if like I don't know if there's like a hurricane, you could just crowd people into one place and like take it to like the next place.
It's like a high school basketball tournament where all the other teams are just sitting in the stands while two teams play.
You know, not terrible.
Everyone's got their own section.
So yeah, that's our comeback kids segment. I guess just Rams jerseys and then the Roombas.
Man, I can't. God, I was thinking
Rams
about this
and Roombas. You know what I'm talking about.
I need football, man. I need it. I was thinking about fantasy football the other day, and I got so excited and jacked up, and I need it, man.
I was thinking about fantasy football the other day too, where I was like, dude, Zoom is just going to be so perfect for every fantasy draft now because you're going to be like, dude, we know you all know how to use Zoom now. Don't pretend you can't, fucking Brett. I know what you can fucking do.
See, I don't even care. My league, we've just always just done online draft, and like nobody's talking to each other. We're just drafting and then just kind of shit talking, texting each other. So maybe actually on Zoom, it would be electric this year.
In my keeper league, it's really hard to do the keeper league the way we do it without having like a manual, like sort of in-person draft. But we always would do it like I can't remember what the conference call app was. My brother always had it, and we would use that. But then it would just like we would just have everybody on a conference call. But now it'll be Zoom, and it'll be like, look, motherfucker, what are you doing? Let's go. So it'll be a little bit easier.
I just need it.
Yeah, no, I 100% feel you on that.
Like your itch to gamble on things is my itch for.
Well, see, like that is your gambling. That is your gambling. I
Except
just
it's
have
one bet.
other gambling to hold me over.
Weeks.
Yeah, no, it takes a whole lot longer to lose that money, which inevitably we all will.
I want to know about that because I won both.
Yeah, well, you don't always win. You don't always win, so you'll give it back sooner or later. Let's get to the What Would Jesus Do segment. Now, my buddy a long time ago was telling me, I gave him a situation I was in. He's like, I wonder what Jesus would do in that scenario. And I was like, haha, that'd be pretty funny. He's like, you should make that a podcast segment. So I did. And if you would like to throw Jesus in a situation in today's times, hashtag PTG WWJD to @PassTheGaryPod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. And use the hashtag PTG WWJD. Throw us your Jesus situation that he finds himself in. We'll answer it. And we're only going to do this segment until you guys stop sending us stuff. And I feel like you guys have been sending us some more WWJDs lately. I'm trying to burn through like 2 a week now too. So like, we're going to need them now more than ever. But this is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes from the guy that gave me the idea to do What Would Jesus Do, Darren Hemel, at Darren M. Hemel on Twitter. That's Darren M. Hemel. Hemel spelled Hymel, like Hymel, but it's Hemel. Darren says, what would Jesus do if he was at a party and someone offered him deviled eggs?
He would multiply them. By a bunch.
I think you're wrong.
That way there was
he's the anti-devil, I would say.
Yeah, but deviled eggs are delicious, and he wants the people to have delicious things. So he would multiply them so everybody at the party could have a bunch of deviled eggs. Like, I know personally, I could put down 2-3 trays of deviled eggs by myself. I don't because I'm courteous and let other people get to deviled eggs. So
deviled
usually
eggs are gross, all right?
I only get like 2.
We've already discussed this multiple times.
I would eat 36 deviled eggs, no problem.
That is disgusting.
So you know what he would do? He would make them invisible to people like you that have no taste and are cretins, and people like me would just get 3
I'd like to
trays.
think he'd probably just throw them away.
He wouldn't, because he
You put
knows how
Satan
much
in the
joy.
trash, you put deviled eggs in the trash. That's what I always say.
No, he's going to let me get rid of them because I'm going to fight the devil for Jesus. And my stomach acid is going to win.
Disagree.
That's what he would do. He would make them invisible to all the stupid people like you, and people like me would just get to eat more eggs.
No, he would get rid of them. He's there to get rid of Satan, dude.
No, that's not Jesus' job.
Jesus is anti-devil, so he's anti-deviled eggs, just by
His
that
job-
fact.
Deviled eggs, it's just a name. There's
Yeah,
devil
given
food
to-
cake. It doesn't
given-
mean it's the devil.
He's not a fan of devil food cake. Fun fact about Jesus. A lot of people know that.
I think you're wrong. Isn't it just that devil food cake is chocolate? Isn't that what it is?
I have no idea.
Because angel food cake is the white one. I think devil is just chocolate.
Robert, what do you think he does?
I think. I mean, I think it makes sense that he gives them to Pat.
Because Pat's the devil.
Right?
No, 'cause he's like, Pat, you take care of this.
Yeah.
He just gives him a Pat.
He just gives them to Pat.
Like, if
Saves
you
the
put
rest
me
of the love
and
for
my
him.
brother in a party together and say, you guys can have all the deviled eggs you want, you better have 6 trays of deviled eggs. Because we'll each put down 3.
I don't think I've ever had one.
They're not good.
So good.
And then
It's
you just
so
have
good.
egg farts the whole rest of the
All
day.
right, Alex
and
is
just ruin everybody else's
uncivilized
day.
swine that has the taste buds of a fucking 3-year-old. So don't listen to him.
Like don't talk about deviled eggs like it's some like super civilized, classy hors d'oeuvre.
No, it's not. You're just that uncivilized.
are you going,
and
like,
you're
a fucking-
classless.
Like you're sitting in
trailer
lawn
trash.
chairs out in front of a bonfire that's like in a trash can eating deviled eggs. That's what
delicious.
deviled eggs are for.
They're delicious. Oh,
They're gross.
you add a pickled jalapeno on top of it. Oh, that's a whole nother level.
Deviled eggs are trash. They're trash.
They're
I think he
trash.
throws them in the trash.
By the way, actually, we did talk about this before, and we did put it to a vote, and I believe I won. The people were on my side of the deviled
That was
eggs.
then. This is now.
Revisionist Alex.
These are the same people that said sand sanitizer was a great idea. Remember that poll? It was like 71% wanted sand sanitizer. So, and they didn't know what it
is a great
was.
idea.
They didn't know what it was, but they wanted it.
Oh, they were just that's blind voting. Everyone knows what deviled
They're like,
eggs
oh, he
are.
misspelled hand sanitizer. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So, yeah,
we agree
Jesus
to
would
disagree
let
on
me
this
eat them
one.
all.
We agree to disagree. We're all split. This is the first time I feel like we've all been split.
No, Robert agreed with me.
He thinks you just give it to Pat. I
Yeah,
thought you
let
said you
me
said
eat 'em.
multiply them.
Yeah, because I'm going to eat more of them.
You can't like that doesn't work that way, dude. You said multiply 'em.
Uh,
Robert said give them to you.
Are you
said
saying
throw 'em in the trash.
Jesus can't multiply things? Because I'm pretty sure there's
I'm
a
not saying
very
he
famous
can't.
story
I'm
in
not
the Bible.
saying. I'm saying he wouldn't because he wouldn't multiply anything with like he wouldn't multiply the devil. Why would he multiply deviled eggs? That just wouldn't make any sense coming from Jesus.
Because he knows I'm not going to bother anybody. I'm going to take them to a corner of this party.
you're gonna bother people with your egg farts all after that.
No, because I'm going to eat all the deviled eggs. I'm going to play with the dog, and then I'm going to go home.
Disagree. I think
I'm going to pet the dog while eating deviled eggs. Maybe the
Throws
dog
to
will
the
get a
trash.
deviled egg so that the
That'd
dog
be
has
even
bad
worse.
egg farts. And
That'd
then
be
it's
even
funny
worse.
for me because I'm not there anymore, and I left somebody's dog
See,
to egg
you're
fart
that
out their
guy.
house.
Jesus isn't gonna give it to that guy.
No, that's a lie though, because I don't share food with dogs. I don't share food with anyone.
You probably do share food with dogs. I wouldn't be surprised.
You think I got this size by sharing food with dogs? It's very well known in my family.
You've been on that keto diet and just feeding
Even-
the dogs everything else.
Even all the dogs in my family know. They'll beg to everybody but me because they're like, well, he's not going to share. That's not how this works. For almost 30 years, I've built this reputation with my family's dogs, and they all know. Don't come to this guy.
Jesus would throw it away. Thank you, Darren. Hashtag PTG WWJD at PassGrayPod for your What Would Jesus Do submissions. Now we're moving on to the not cool segment. And guys, you know what's really not cool? It's when you have
Your hatred of deviled eggs?
no, I would say that's pretty on par. That's pretty cool if you ask me. But what is not cool is when you have a smelly car or home. And if you're someone that is able to go shopping right now, financially right now, online also, then you can go and check out littlemshop.com. All orders are 20% off. You know, if you're anybody can go shopping at littlemshop.com right now. All orders are 20% off until further notice when you use the code HOMEBODY at checkout. And as always, there's free shipping when you spend $10 or more. If you're missing your friends, let them know that you miss them by sending them something from Little M. They've got all kinds of low-priced items that are both fun and useful. Air fresheners to freshen up not only your car, but any space that you have. I know a lot of you guys have smelly homes and cars right now. Hand-painted journals they've got to document this super crazy time that we're in, and prints to decorate your new home office. Also, they have stickers to give your kids to shut them the fuck up. littlemshop.com, 20% off of your order using the promo code HOMEBODY at checkout. That's littlemshop.com, 20% off when you use the code HOMEBODY at checkout. Free shipping on orders of $10 or more. That means you get like 5 air fresheners. You're going to get free shipping, and then 20% off. Why not just throw that code in as well? Shout out to Casey Main, Matthew Hadamio, and Glamour Perry. I know they were some Gravy Gang members that ordered some Little M in the past week. So I appreciate you guys for supporting the people that support us. Little M Air Fresheners, the best air fresheners in the entire world, and the official air freshener sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast. And then also, I wrote a list of shout outs to you, but also shout out to Lauren for she tweeted us that she had a Pass the Gravy sticker she put on her car, and that was tight. So it's always cool when people have our sticker riding on the back of their cars, because I like that people show people that they know who we are. And it's free advertising for us. So shout out to Lauren and anybody else that bought shirts or anything. You guys are awesome. And just send us a picture of you supporting your Pass the Gravy gear, and we'll give you guys a shout out on the next podcast. Also, if you want to get some more Pass the Gravy gear, or you don't have any Pass the Gravy gear, passthegravymerch.com. We got some dope stuff. I got the Pass the Gravy dad hat on. Get one of those bad boys. Get you some PTG swag, and you'll be all pimped out during the pandemic. You'll be looking fly as fuck from the comfort of your own home. They're all very comfortable stuff. Go to passthegravymerch.com. Let's get into our not cool segment. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, I've got one.
All right.
Pretty quick one. So a few weeks ago, I bit the inside of my cheek, and I peeled some skin, so it's still hanging on, a little flappy, but not too much. But now every single time I eat, I keep biting it, so it doesn't heal.
Yeah.
So it's not able to heal, and just every now and then I'll bite it, and I'm like, that really hurt.
Did you ever have braces growing up?
No.
See, I had braces, and I had like the rubber bands I had to do, and then I had at one point, because I had an overbite, I had there was this metal thing that they put right here, and it was on either side, but it was like I couldn't bite down, because if I bit down with my overbite, then it would they would clamp together and it wouldn't let me complete the bite. So it was like I would have to correct my bite that way. And the first 2 weeks that I had those, that piece of metal just and it was rounded, and they gave me wax and stuff, but I didn't really use the wax, and it just shredded the inside of my mouth. I had just little flaps forever. Forever I had those little flaps, and it was the exact same thing. Every time I'd bite, it was nope, got it again. Oh no. That's a really bad not cool to have. And it's you can nobody sees it, so nobody really sympathizes with you.
Yeah.
It's dude, just suck it up. What? Oh my God, get over it.
Yeah, if I tell anyone, it's oh, you don't know how to eat, you keep biting the inside of your cheek.
Yeah, you've eaten before, right, bro? And no, come on, man. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, that is a really shitty, not cool to have. That's a good one to be able to that's a good share.
All right, I've got 2 quick ones. One was this isn't even me. This is for the other guy. I was driving home last night, and I saw a guy spin out across 4 lanes of traffic. Did 3 rotations. He was just getting on the highway, and he's 300-400 yards in front of me, and I just see this fucker start spinning. And luckily, this was almost 11 o'clock at night, so there's not a lot of traffic on the road. But there was an 18-wheeler that was decently close to him. It was just close on this guy. He spun out. Like I said, I think he did 3 or 4 rotations, came to a rest, in the far left. It was right where like it's one of those entrance lanes to get in the HOV. So like he kind of stopped sideways right there and was able to just, you know, turn and keep going. So like nothing happened to his car, but like that must have been fucking terrifying.
But then also,
but
like,
it also was
such a relief.
Yeah, like you're spinning across the fucking highway and nobody fucking hits you. But also, I mean, there was a little bit of rain on the road, but not much. So like, probably let this guy know, like, hey, it's time for new tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sucked for him. And then my other one is just, this is gonna suck for people that aren't watching this.
Go check out the video version.
I don't know what happened, but my eyelid's bruised. I'm thinking I hit myself in the face while I was sleeping.
You tripped and hit the doorknob?
He was asking for it. He was asking for it.
Yeah, no, because I don't know. I slept in on Tuesday, and I didn't do anything. And then I went to work. When I got to work, people were like, "Dude, what's up with your eye?"
Blink
And
twice if your sister did something. Blink twice.
He has two eyes. It counts.
No, she was like that. She actually said, "She's like, man, you should have just told people that I punched you in the eye."
I believe it too, because like Pat talks a lot of shit. So
I do, but yeah, it just I don't know. Now I got a bruised eyelid. I have no idea what happened.
I mean,
I don't know if I sneezed and like blew a blood vessel or what.
As an eye injury survivor myself, multiple times, I thoughts and prayers, bro.
We're gonna get through this.
Can you see okay?
Yeah, it literally, I didn't even know it was there until somebody said it to me.
It's like you're gonna have that lazy eye, dude. That's gonna be the worst.
I'm gonna get the Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, dude, that's my biggest fear. That's one of my biggest fears, man. Like when I had my eye thing, I was like, please don't be stuck in this forever. Please don't be stuck in this forever. Please don't be stuck in this forever. My friend, we were drinking in college one time, and I remember he passed out like standing up, and he fell backwards and just like fucking whomped himself on the head. And like he definitely had a concussion, but like the next day, like his eye was like like one of his eyes wouldn't open all the way. He's like, my eye's stuck this way forever. This is how it's always gonna. And we were like, I don't know, dude. But then like we were just fucking with him for a little bit. Like, dude, it might be. I don't know. It's been that way for like 3 hours. I don't know if it goes back. And he's like, no, I look so weird. But it's like,
that's fucking
I don't know. You can see that, like, you know, like that's one of those things that like cosmetically, like if you have anything on your chest, a lot of times you can cover it up. Like, but like with your eye, it's like you can't really hide your eyes. You wear sunglasses, not all the time without looking odd. But dude, eye injuries fucking suck, man. They're never cool. Eye injuries are never cool. But we are eye injury experts now on this podcast. So,
what do you got for us this week, Alex?
I got a couple. First off, how about those motherfucking baby bitch, fraud ass bitch murder hornets that are like, oh yeah, we're a thing that's been around for a long time, and everybody's really just hyping it up. Everybody's freaking out about them. But who told you? I'll fuck some murder hornets up. Give me a shot at them. I'll take them out. Yeah. Farmers were like, yeah, bro, we know about this. We've known about this for years. We're fine. Like, why is everybody freaking out? Yeah, I think that Pass the Gravy just got a little too woke, and the murder hornets probably heard it through the grapevine, and we're like, dude, somebody's onto us. They're not buying it. And I would like to think that Pass the Gravy just made the murder hornets be like, we're gonna chill. Maybe not now. So those murder hornets just being a bunch of fraud ass bitches, lying to everybody, making everybody think that they're way bigger than they are. They're the real not cool. Then my other not cool is, I don't know if this has happened with you guys. I've had that Drake song Tuesday Slide stuck in my head for like several days now. And I don't know if I hate it or I don't, or like I like it. I'm in the middle of it. And it's like sometimes like I fucking hate this. But then other times I'm like humming it the whole time. There's a dance to it that's pretty simple. I feel like we could do like a PTG challenge. Nope, maybe. I feel it's like right foot up, left foot slide. Like that's the easiest thing ever. It's like the cha-cha slide, but less instructions.
No, not about it.
Cha-cha slide's like the easiest dance ever. It's just got less instructions to that.
Oh, I'll cha-cha slide when I'm drunk at a like wedding or something, but
well, I don't know. It's not cool to just like, do I like it? I think I like it.
It's just not my style of music, so like I don't really have a judgment one way or the other.
I think I like it. And he also shouted out to Katy, Texas in one of his songs.
No shit?
Yeah, dude. Hold on. We'll find it. I got it.
I did. So you had us listen to this before the podcast started, and it made me think that like every Drake song.
Probably.
Yeah, we were sitting right here when I listened to it, Robert.
I didn't know if you were just watching it. I didn't listen to it. I put it on mute. I refused to listen to Drake.
That's all. Well, I was going to say every Drake song sounds exactly the same to me now. I noticed that while listening to it, like Drake I hear sounds exactly the same. Can't hear it, Alex.
Yeah, it's not very loud.
All right, Drake, you're back on my good side. Oh, not that he was on my bad side.
If he hadn't said Dallas, Texas after it, that would have been tight. But Katy, Texas, Dallas, Texas.
What a random shout out.
I mean, I know he's like Houston. He says is his second home, and one of his songs like James Harden, but that's tight. Like shout out Katy. Now we're hood. That's some street
dog. I'm from that Cinco hood, dog. Like it's
in
like,
the ranch, bro. It's not easy out there in the ranch.
We out there in the streets, dog. Riding bikes and shit.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Having our parents drop us off at the mall and shit. But also on the video, like just the music video for it, Drake did, I guess, while he was quarantined at home, and he's just walking through his house and like, just go look up Tuesday Slide by like the music video, and Mike, like he's wearing a ski mask, and I was like, wait, why is he? Oh, he's in quarantine. That makes sense. He's in quarantine. That's right, I guess. But then like his house looks like it would be a museum. It's the size. It's a mansion. It's a fucking mansion. It's awesome. It looks cool. He's got a pretty sweet pool. Part of it looks like a nightclub. He's got way too many couches. Like, there's no way he goes to every room in that house in any given day, like except for when he was.
Oh no! Video. But like, dude, he probably throws sick parties, so you need lots of couches. Like, you got to have places for people to sit at a party.
He had fireworks, like a lot of fireworks.
I still don't think those were probably unsanctioned.
They may have been.
But because
Canada's very nice, so they're probably like, oh, sorry to bother you, Drake. Is it okay if you just keep the fireworks down? The fire.
Drake, in the future, if you're going to do that, you should probably ask us. But we're not going to do anything about it this time.
We appreciate all you've done for the country, so we're going to let you go on this one, bud. Here's some tickets to the Maple Leafs game.
That was like slightly Scottish.
No, I know that's what I'm doing. They're Scottish Mounties.
We're not trying to get you in trouble or anything, but maybe just ask us in the future. But you go ahead, bud, and you want a donut? We've got some. You could have a donut, little Tim Hortons. But we'll let you get on with your day.
And go check out Austin Matthews and the Maple Leafs.
Irish, I think. Man, yeah, when you're doing Canadian, like it's really hard not to go into Scottish Irish. I just noticed that.
It's not just me.
Like if you just say like one or two quick things, but if you try and like carry on 3 or 4 sentences.
Yeah, Robert, you try it.
I am not good at.
No, come on, just give it a go. Just give it a go. We'll hear it.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
I'm afraid my head's gonna start flapping.
But dude, Drake's house is fucking sick. He's got Grammys all over the place. He's just like, just casually left my Kobe jersey hanging out. I want to hang out at Drake's house because I remember Odell Beckham when he was on the Giants. He like didn't come to one of the mini camps, and they were like, "Well, what were you do? You were hanging out with Drake," and it was like, "Yeah, I was house sitting for Drake." And now I'd like to think that was the house he was house sitting for Drake, and it's like I get it because I would have been like, "No, I'm not going anywhere. You guys do your own podcast this week. I'm hanging out at Drake's house right now." Because it looked like he had like 6 pools just from the video. Like I just assumed, I don't know. It was
there was an indoor pool.
And then an outdoor pool. But it looked like there was 2 outdoor pools almost. I don't know. It's cool. Drake.
God, man, it just.
Do I hate him or do I love him? I go back and forth.
Ridiculously filthy. Can't spend this amount of money in your lifetime rich.
Yeah. It must be nice.
You know what I was actually thinking during that music video?
Let him know he can donate to the Venmo and everything. We're always open.
He's got to have a full-time cleaning crew that goes every day, right? Like, how do you keep a house that big clean?
I mean, what if you're just not in it? Like, you don't use most of it.
But still, like, dust.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe Drake's just really into cleaning. He's got a Roomba.
He's got a fleet of Roombas.
There's a million Roombas.
Like ones that common folk don't even have access to. They'll go up walls. They get into bookcases.
They're like drone Roombas.
They're like nanotech Roombas.
That's probably what that is. Yeah.
That's got to be what it is.
Actually, verbal trademark listeners. You guys are lawyers. You can't steal this. Pitch this idea. Okay. I don't know how we'd make it. So if anybody's in tech, hit us up. We're down to, we'll give you a split of the profits. But like little koosh balls, okay? But they're like dusters. It's made of like the feather duster things, but it's like a little ball. But it's robotic and it learns how to like Roomba itself, but it can go like up stuff. So then it just dusts everything. It's like a dusting Roomba.
I'm on board.
I don't know how we make it work. Probably why I haven't seen one yet. But like,
can we pair that with sand sanitizer somehow?
So
I feel like
all right.
I think these companies need to merge and then
but it's just past the gravy. It's like we're Johnson & Johnson now. For the people that brought you sand sanitizer, it's the Doomba. It's a dusting Roomba.
I like that.
No, it's the dust bug. It's the dust bug.
Dust bug. That's better.
Dust bug kills.
And bugs crawl up stuff.
Boom. But like, also we sell it in like, it's mostly just like, it's like a tan color. I would guess, like those feather dusters. But also we can sell them in multiple colors after we get the prototype going, because then it's like, oh, we have black walls maybe. Okay, well we have a black duster that like you won't even notice it's going on there half the time. It's harder to notice. So it's more incognito. You can schedule it just like a Roomba, all that, but it just goes up stuff, and it can it'll get your blinds, it'll get all that stuff. I think
I'm fully on board. I have no idea how we're gonna get this to work.
Verbal trademark though. If anybody does that, you guys heard it here on May 13th, 2020. We trademarked it verbally, so it is illegal.
Damn, it's May 13th already. Jesus
illegal
Christ.
to do that. Always remember the 13th of May. That's what they said.
That reminds me, I gotta pay my car bill.
That's good. It's good to
Bro, I got 3 months left and my car's paid off.
Dude, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Congrats.
Oh.
Congrats. Early congrats. All right. I think that was all. Everybody's not cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the answers segment. Back in the day, I was told there's no such thing as a stupid question, blah, 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 blah. Pat's going to come in and say his thing.
I'm shocked you didn't mute me.
I was gonna, but like I figured you'd be expecting it. So I vowed one time when I was in charge that I would say that there's no such thing as a stupid question. If you'd send me anything, it's a high thought, something you see on the internet, you wonder what the Gravy Gang would have to say about it, something you think would bug Pat about boomerangs or anything like that, like any kind of stuff like that. Send it in, hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat is at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. And then if you don't have Twitter, just I guess use an email like one of the other people, and answers at passthegravypod.com. But we prefer Twitter. Twitter is where I look at first. Although some of you guys that don't have Twitters, I've been using your answers questions for the Monday episodes. But I typically go Twitter first, but just we had a lot of emails kind of log up. But this is the answers segment right now.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. What's the
answers.
Our first question this week comes from our podcast son.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
Yes, Skylar Lester at OMG, it's Skylar. And Skylar says, would a salmon's name be Sal or Sam? I also need to know how it would be pronounced. All right.
I'm gonna say this.
Assuming
depends.
though that every salmon is named either Sal or Sam.
Well, I'm gonna say this depends on whether you're a primary English or Spanish speaker. Because something I've learned working in the restaurant is all the Spanish speakers, they pronounce it salmon, whereas we say salmon. So for us, it's gonna be Sam. For them, it's gonna be Sal.
Honestly, I like Sal. Like
Sal's just a good name.
Like Sal, like just because of the spelling of it, not even because of the way I say. Because I say salmon. I say salmon because again, like you said, English pronunciation, salmon. But I think it's Sal is a cool name. Sal is a dope name. Sal seems like he's a fun guy to
Sal's
hang with.
your buddy. Nobody has a problem with Sal.
Yeah. Sal Kalani, friend of the podcast. I think he's been on like 3 times. I'm trying. Maybe I'll get him on another quarantine episode here in the future.
Sal from Impractical Jokers, good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Cousin Sal, Jimmy Kimmel's cousin. He
Good
was always
guy.
Fun on pregame shows. He's a good
degenerate
gambler.
You gotta love
Yeah,
him.
I like that guy. Sal's a cool name, right? Kind of sounds like salary, which means money.
And does anybody know one cool person named Sam? I mean, come on.
I can think of a few, actually. But
just fucking with you, Robert.
I don't know. I think we go Sal on this one, just because I feel like Sam. Sam just. If you go Sam, you have to spell it SALM. If it's because it's a salmon, you know.
I didn't even think about just grammatical ramifications of this.
Sal's easy. SAL.
It's definitely
cut
Sal.
It off at the first three letters. Sam. If it's a salmon, you got to either like Sam. It's SAM, but you're gonna be like, wait, you're a salmon. I don't understand. You would just be like SALM. Like I don't know. It would be easier to just say it's Sal. Sal's a cooler name. Sam's a cool name too, but like Sal's a cool name. It just sounds like Sal's a gangster.
I like that. It's Sal. It's definitely Sal.
It's Sal. That was fast. I honestly thought we were gonna have more of a debate about that, but you know what? Good on us. This one's from our girl Casey Main at Casey Lou Baby on Twitter. She says, if the hashtag Gravy Gang was the real life Branch Davidians, who would be our David Koresh?
I mean, it's Alex. He started the whole thing.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool being the cult leader. I've told Emma that. Emma's not a huge fan.
Yeah.
I have multiple wives?
Role.
Maybe eventually if it gets big enough. I don't know.
I'm guessing I'd be somewhat the enforcer.
Recruiter?
I don't know if the cult needs an enforcer, but head of R&D. That's a title I would like to have. You know, messing with more Doritos to mix and match and see what's going on.
I was thinking, like maybe
I'm an idea guy. That's what I do. Like I don't want to be the guy at the top. I want to be the guy behind the guy.
Because then you don't get taken down by the ATF.
Yeah, I want to be the guy
like
that props up the main guy and like is just in his ear and he's the idea guy and I skate along with it. But you know, it's not all on me.
But you do remember though that David Koresh's buddy, his right-hand man, they had a pact. It was like if shit goes down, we shoot each other, and they had bullets with each other's names on them. So
I didn't know that, but like I'm down.
Like actually, that's kind of like a dope way to go.
Yeah.
Like not the most ideal way, but it was like better than a fire. Like I don't want to get burned to death.
I'm down.
Suck,
I'm right or
the
die
other way
on
that
this.
they allegedly went. But like Branch Gravidians, do we like need to like a rebrand on the cult? I feel like the cult was a thing that happened like a little over a year ago when I watched the series Waco, which I'm assuming Casey maybe just watched. It's on Netflix. It's a fantastic show. Fantastic show if you haven't watched Waco on Netflix. Now it's available. But I think it was Paramount Network. Definitely go check it. If you liked Yellowstone, and it's like kind of like that, but it's just about the Waco siege and everything like that.
It's about crazy people.
And Tim Riggins, the guy that played Tim Riggins on Friday Night Lights, Taylor Kitsch plays David Koresh. So it's awesome. But I would totally be down to be a cult leader. But like we're not like a weird cult. Like we're a cool, fun cult. I think we rebrand. Are we the Branch Gravidians, or do we just go we're the full on Gravy Gang? The Gravy Gang's a cult. You don't fuck with us. Are we gonna rebrand our cult?
I still love the Branch Gravidians, but there is the negative connotation that goes along with the name. Maybe we should just go Gravy Gang.
I think we're just Gravy Gang. Hashtag Gravy Gang. Add it to your profile, guys. Just like let everybody know. But I think we gotta just go Gravy Gang as the cult. Now we'll rebrand. Like really, the one thing we started the cult basis on was that like we just wanted Doritos to give us nacho cheese and Cool Ranch mixed Doritos, which is actually hilarious now.
And we
didn't know anything about Lil Nas X. We didn't know anything about Lil Nas X. Now he speaks for Doritos. I mean, even though fuck Doritos because they snubbed us, and then HEB was kind of our thing, and then they weren't cool with us anymore, and so like maybe we're back on Doritos. I don't know, but just mixing just give me an option to have nacho cheese and Cool Ranch Doritos mixed together. They're called Branch Gravitos. That's what we call them. That was our thing. I made a prototype. It was phenomenal. It was received well, and just never made it to stores. But that's what the basis of our cult was. We can add whatever else. We're not going to do animal sacrifice, even if you call it a tribute. Even if you call it a tribute, we're not going to allow any sort of animal sacrifices or any underage sex, anything like that. We're not that kind of cult. We're a cool cult. We're fun. Everybody wants to be a part of it. We hang out.
We're not like a
LOL
regular
on
cult.
Twitter all
We're a
the time.
cool cult.
We're the cool cult. You guys want to join this cult. So if you want to join the Gravy Gang today, guys, hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod. You know how you can join the Gravy Gang? Go to our iTunes and give us a 5-star review. Roast us in the comments, and then just hashtag Gravy Gang. Or just say Gravy Gang Initiation. This is my Gravy Gang initiation. If you don't want to roast us in the comments, 5-star review, and then just type out, this is my Gravy Gang initiation. It's 6 words. It registers it as a full-on review on iTunes. There you go. We got to have at least 5 words. This is my Gravy Gang initiation. Boom, you're in the Gravy Gang. You're part of the cult. Best kind of cult, easiest cult to join ever. And all you got to do is just listen to the podcast with your pals every single week, and then just, have fun. Pretty easy cult to be a part of, if you ask me. You have to sacrifice your daughter, your wife, any of that kind of stuff. But that was I guess I would be the leader of the cult. I'm cool with that. Let's move on to our next question. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter says, "Is do not touch one of the scariest things to read in Braille?"
Yes. Or
Caution hot.
You already know that at that point,
caution
right?
hot. Caution live animals.
You will die.
Poisonous snakes.
I think do not touch. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Touch to
Well,
arm.
not necessarily, because do not touch could just be like, oh, well, it's an exhibit they don't want us touching. But if it's like
You're literally touching it though as you're reading do not touch. So it's like, whoa, hey, ha, hands off.
no, it'd be scary. Turn back. Because you're like, oh fuck, I've already gone too
But
far.
you could do that because that doesn't mean you're in imminent danger.
But
Touch to arm, release to launch.
This message will self-explode or self-destruct in 4 seconds. Because you're still having to read it.
Private
right?
property trespassers will be shot.
Electric fence.
Electric fence.
Did I not say that already?
No.
If you said it, you didn't say it. It's
Oh,
funny.
I thought it. I just
It wasn't as funny then.
But that one.
We should do a whole podcast where you just re-say whatever Pat said and we just laugh at your joke.
No. I thought I just didn't say it because I said something else instead. But the electric fence, you're just like, I don't think you get through reading it because as soon as you touched it, bam, you're shocked.
Yeah, but that's why it's so scary. You don't even get to finish it. I think do not touch is a pretty good one, but yeah, the
you're
electric
on
fence
camera, racists only. So then you're like, oh well, now I'm on camera and I'm here. They're gonna think I'm a racist. That's
welcome to the Ku Klux Klan meeting is another scary thing. You go, oh God, how did I find myself here?
Welcome to Dallas.
That's pretty scary. I hope there's no parades around.
Oh no, just the fact that you're blind and all of a sudden you find yourself in Dallas. You're like,
well,
ugh.
they're notorious for fucking shit up at parades.
Yeah. Or welcome
People
to
don't
Oklahoma.
forget.
That's another scary one.
People don't forget. Yeah, I don't know. I think do not touch or the electric fence thing. Those are 1 and 2. I don't know which one's 1, which one's 2, but they're one.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go with electric fence just because, if you get through reading it and you
Yeah!
haven't been shocked yet, you're gonna jump and you're gonna be scared and you could poop your pants out of fear. So I'm gonna go with electric fence.
Good call, Bobby. Good call on that. That was a good question, Brandon. Ronell Gallardo at Ronell Gallardo on Twitter says, "Is marijuana just catnip for humans?"
Not even close.
I was gonna say yes, because doesn't catnip just make cats high?
Catnip, it fucks them up. I would say maybe heroin is catnip.
Is it
for
heroin?
humans.
Are cats just fiending for catnip?
Or you know what I think? Acid. Acid would be catnip for humans. Because
I don't even
catnip,
understand. I still, as not a non-cat owner, I still don't understand how catnip works.
it
They
fucks them up,
scratch
but
it
also,
and then it gets in their paws. Is that how it works?
I have no idea how it works because dogs are better, so that's all I've been
they're
around.
superior.
But I know catnip fucks up. But no, not weed. Weed is not the correct correlation here because The reaction for cats on catnip is so much stronger than weed.
We'll find out. How does catnip work?
It's just
Cats
seen videos
get
of
high
cats
off
that
catnip by inhaling nepentacalotone. By inhaling some ingredient, whether from a live plant, dried plant material, or an oil extract. The chemical binds to receptors inside the cat's nose, which stimulate sensory neurons leading to the brain. So it's by like inhaling it. I always thought that like people would put it in like they would get like little like cardboard boxes, I thought, and they would like just like do that, like just spread it in there, and then the cats would go scratch it. I always thought it was like through scratching it, but maybe they just sniff it. So it's like cocaine.
it's cocaine.
It's cocaine. It's cat cocaine.
They're sniffing it. Yeah, it's coke. Cat coke.
But it's like cocaine that gives you like a weed feeling, I feel like. Because they're like always like, I guess like, I don't know, it's like, or an acidy feeling. They're always like tripped out. I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. Catnip's weird.
It's not weed.
I remember there was a time where, it's not marijuana, I don't think. But I remember there was a time where like smoking catnip allegedly was like a thing. It was like a trend. That was like one of our Tide Pod rumored like things where like I don't really think the Tide Pod challenge was like an actual thing that a lot of kids were doing. I think that like 10 kids did it, and then everyone's like, "Well, yeah, your generation is eating Tide Pods." Like I think that's what like happened. With, like,
No, that's a generation after us. Our generation.
No, I didn't know, but I think that's what happened with like
ass.
Gen Z. I don't think Gen Z is the Tide Pod generation.
No,
I
yeah,
think
it was
they were
a
all-
few people.
But it's like I think there was. I remember there was like a thing. It was like, yeah, kids now are smoking catnip. Wait, what? Do they not?
No.
Did they not have a weed dealer in college that could get them like 20 a G? Like, come on, dude.
And if they couldn't get that, could they not get fucking Spice?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Fucking
Spice
Spice.
was the backup.
I have a Spice story you guys have all heard if you're listening to the podcast. If not, you can go back to many, many, many other podcasts and hear the story of that I will not tell right now. But
So
yeah.
the answer is no, it's not marijuana.
It's not
for
like
humans.
marijuana. But if we had to pick a drug, I would say it's like cocaine, but
Cocaine
acid,
and acid mixed.
mushrooms. I don't know. Cocaine, acid,
Cocaine.
cocaine. It's cocaine.
Pills, baby.
All right, we got one last question. It's from our buddy Josh Posados at Josh_Posados. He's in the running for Pastor Gravy's Rookie of the Year. And Josh says, if you record the news but watch it the next day, is it still considered news or would it be the old? The
I
only
say
time you
no.
really would record news is like if you're on it or you know someone that is on it, you know? Like, does it like now you can just go on to the news anyways? You can go to any website and kind of watch all the stories, right?
Right. I'm gonna say no. You don't call a single piece of information new. It's always news. So
Yeah, I'm with Bobby.
Fuck. Okay.
So I feel like it doesn't make sense to you would call it olds.
It's just, I think this is actually more the difference between breaking news and just news. When it's right then, it's breaking news. The next day, it's still news. It's just not breaking anymore.
I agree with that.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Boom. It's old news. As we have.
There you
future
go. It's
news.
all. That's what it's old news.
We have future news. That's
That's
just
old news, man.
We need to bring future news back. I don't know if we could do that with the bed with us remote, but
It's gonna be
the
too
music
sad.
bed.
Yeah,
Like actually, no, maybe it's the best time to do it because then anything that happens post pandemic, like we called it.
It's 2022. American sports are still not back, but Americans are betting on Korean quarter throwing.
Alex's Race Wars, car races, is the hottest thing in the world, surpassing NASCAR.
Episode 784.
I've realized that
Hot
we are
Wheels.
burning through past the gravy episodes though with the 2-episode-a-week format. Like,
Well, I was meaning episode 784 of Race Wars.
yeah, I think we're day 35 now as we're recording this podcast. That's a shit ton of that's over a month. I've raced Hot Wheels cars.
Man, you're good with numbers.
No, but it's like that's nuts that like I've been racing Hot Wheels cars that long. you're like, hey, Alex, for over a month, dude, next year you're going to be racing Hot Wheels cars on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, right. No way.
Because you're dying for something to do
Yeah.
because there's no sports.
You're going to be making lines for it, and then you'll bet $400 on Survivor. I was like, no, there's sports on. I do other things. That's it, guys. That's episode 347 of Pass the Gravy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please give us the 5-star review if you want to join the Gravy Gang. Our new cult name, Branch Gravidians. Like, you can be grandfathered in, but like if you're new, you want to join a cult. It's the fun cult to be a part of. There's nothing weird. You're part of the Gravy Gang. Just join the Gravy Gang.
Rebranding.
Yeah. Go to our iTunes. Give us 5 stars on the review. You got to type up 5 words, but just say, this is my Gravy Gang initiation. That's 6 words. It's 6 words. That counts. That puts us up higher in the iTunes charts. Also, the best way to share us is with just the word of mouth. Just hey guys, there's this podcast I check out every single week. It's called Pass the Gravy. They're awesome. You should listen to them too. Let us know. If you go to get some Pass the Gravy gear, PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you get some Pass the Gravy gear, hit us up with a picture of you or with your order, or just you wearing the gear. I'll give you a shout out, give you a retweet, because I love you guys supporting the podcast. You guys are our family now, man. Like, this is like, and a lot of times, like, I feel like I just got the podcast. Like, I know I can talk about whatever we want to talk about on this. This is kind of our escape from this whole pandemic thing right now. But I appreciate you guys listening to us, sticking with us. I appreciate you, Pat, and you, Robert, for hanging with me and being part of it. And anybody else got anything else?
I appreciate you, Alex.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I also appreciate you.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, yeah, we'll just steal my thunder.
Thanks,
okay.
bud. All right, you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your week. Tune in to the Monday episode of Pass the Gravy this coming week. And until then, you guys, pass the gravy, you bitches.
Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you the passion. It's a thriller in the trap. Where we from?
Our first answers question this week, as exactly like every. I'm going to start this over. Our first question this week. No, you guys can't fucking laugh.